Hello everybody, Dogbert here, and welcome back to another Cosmic Crucible week. Starting off with Dogbert here, as you can see, he's going against a pretty good defense here. Got four Web Warriors, Gear 16 there. We have Axemen, Young Avengers, Dark Hunters of Hela, X Factor with Doom. I'm going to start off with X Factor and Doom. My strategy going in here is to take advantage of multiple men in Doom and Doom bots. Uh, so just looking over my other choices. Hell is also another issue, interesting thing because it also supposes them the symbiotes. You see here, I did decide to go here. And I was starting to think through this. How do I get rid of Doom? I was thinking Secret Avengers in this room, but you have the defense down thing going on here. As you can see, I was just scrolling through, really trying to think about it until I came up with the realization that, hey, multiple man and Doom bots, that makes them susceptible to the symbiotes. Don't have save teams for them, but I do have it in more, so I can easily select it from over there. The one thing I could have done is take out Venom in this room. He does give defense up, but I don't know much else he really does. That could have been a better strategy for a little bit more efficiency, maybe. So I'm starting right off here with the Carnage Ultimate, try to get some dupes up. And one thing about X Factors, they are quite fast once they get those crits going. Ultimately, getting those dupes out, though, allows me to start taking advantage. I use Symbiote Spider-Man. I just wanted to hit as many as possible. Even get more dupes up. Now I'm using Screams, Special. So really much the goal is to start killing dupes, get the turn meter going for the symbiotes. One thing about multiple man in defense, he does make them susceptible to something like the symbiotes or Axemen, or even Eternals. I almost lost Venom there, though. We use the symbiote Spider-Man basic. You see, the dupes just don't want to die for some reason today. Once they do, we start getting their speed bar going, even though we have Scream, giving us speed up. Just had multiple man loaded down, pretty good with buffs, so I did the buff steel flip thing on any Venom. This is where reason why I brought Venom was the ability block on Doom. Now I can just unload on Doom as I please. Sorry, this is the speed. This is the speed up room, not the defense up room. Alright, now we got a chance to stun, so we're going to choose to multiple man until he was about to take an attack. Now with the primary multiple man under stun, we can focus on Doom. Especially since he's under ability block. We've gotten plenty of turn meter from killing dupes now. And we can just let them go, and we can use Spider-Man's extend to extend the ability block. We end up killing another dupe, more turn meter for us. This is not the most efficient as far as turns go, but it will survive. Don't want to use Carnage's ultimate on Doom. Just wanted to kill the dupe, get a little bit more turn meter going. Back to Doom. You can see we got him pretty well loaded up. And he dies. So we don't have to worry about the big Doom Boom. And we just go to Shatterstar and Polaris now just to clean this up. I'm actually pretty well healed, so that's going to be good for efficiency. You can see I'm actually getting used to the symbiotes today. And of course, the main thing with these Cosmic Crucible is a very important game mode. And the main thing is to get these full clears to get those credits by that teal gear. I am going against Fishman, who does have the red border, meaning he does have a Dormammu, but he did not put it on defense, thankfully. Yeah, the weak Dark Hunters. We have the Wakandans, but overall they're overall weak. And we have this big Web Warriors. As you can see, 4 out of 5 being Gear 16. Definitely a good move. But bad room for Web Warriors, putting them in that room 6 takes away that Spider-Man passive, which gives them the turn meter whenever they dodge. I was thinking maybe I should go with something else, but I ultimately go with my favorite team for room 6, and that's Infinity Watch. Infinity Watch and some other teams have been really revitalized thanks to Cosmic Crucible because of how valuable they are. Them and the like Black Order, even X Factor to an extent. Of course, Wakandans. I know I definitely want to work on my Black Order thanks to Cosmic Crucible. So we already got rid of Spider-Punk. I get rid of Spider-Punk quick because he does do quite a bit of damage. That's all he really brings to the team is a whole lot of damage. And we can clear this off with Phyla. So we go after Ghost Spider. She is a big damage dealer as well. With her constant retaliates. Wanted to get that speed up buff off of them, but yeah, she doesn't matter. I think you see Ghost Spider just dodging like crazy, but because of that lack of turn meter manipulation in this room, it makes these Web Warriors much, much easier. Scarlet Spider pretty much getting himself almost killed there, thanks to his ultimate. Because of all the counterattacks that Infinity Watch gives himself. Miles is gone. There goes Scarlet Spider. Just OG Spider-Man. You know, and it's annoying that he dodges so much, but I'm going to get through it. And there you go. Moving on, 2 rooms down, 4 to go, and here on Dogbert. And so I just decide to go after room 5. No cosmic characters. Now the only one of any significance on this team is Shuri. The Killmonger is Gear 13. I was originally thinking about going with the standard New Warriors, with like Shang-Chi. Even though Deathpool is cosmic and won't take anything, with a lower power Wakandans, though, she would be going off like that. But because this was lower power, and I don't really have anywhere else to use them, I figured, let's use my Weapon X. They can take out a lower power Wakandan. One thing about Wakandans, no matter what power level they are at, they are incredibly fast. Wakandans is a team I wish I could build right now, but you got Mystic Gear, everybody needing Vibranium, and just having to get ready for Rogue Scourge. Although I'm starting to rethink Rogue Scourge because I don't know how valuable Rogue's going to be. After seeing the rest of the X-Men, not X-Men, Unlimited X-Men, I'm starting to get worried that Rogue could have like really slow speed and be kind of useless. She's definitely not going to be better than Morgan. So I don't know how hard I really want to go on her. I mean, I want to invest in Young Avengers because they are a good team. Unfortunately, they're a war defense team, but they have use in Cosmic Crucible, which would help me there. You can see the Wakandans here. This really isn't much of a match. They do take a lot of turns, even against a bigger Weapon X like this. But we already got rid of Blank Panther, who's the main damage. I mean, sure, he is Gear 16. You can see that was Killmonger just dying off. He was second highest on this team. Not a problem at all. Anyway. Yeah, the Unlimited Axemen are very disappointing. Their kits are. It's going to depend on how good they really are in Cosmic Crucible. They're not looking impressive, and they're looking like they could be quite slow, which makes me fear that Rogue is going to be slow and not very useful outside of Cosmic Crucible. I think I already said that, but I was talking about that. And now I want to build Young Avengers, but I don't want to put too much into them. And humans, of course, nobody should be investing in mostly other than like maybe Black Bolt and Yo-Yo. And A-Force is a big disappointment. They should be called D-Force, Disappointment Force. So going against the Dark Hunters here with a Hela, this makes them vulnerable to the Acceleration X-Men because they can just abuse that Greg. Everyone in Emma helps slow them down even more, and because Kitty Pryde, well, it's Kitty Pryde. Now, Kitty Pryde would have worked too, but I prefer like to do this, because I have some uses for this team. Sometimes when you had to face another Axeman team, a full Axeman that is. And we start our abuse of Greg. I kind of used Beast. I figured he would hit Greg, but I didn't figure that Greg would withstand and not die. And you can see Elsa already down into the red. I kind of wanted to get somebody stunned. I picked Morbius. I probably should have picked Ghost Rider. That would have been a better choice. Elsa already dies. Morbius dies. You can see why I should have picked Ghost Rider. He can do quite a bit of damage when they die. He dies now. We do have Beast, though, to help heal us up. And Dr. Voodoo is a little bit more annoying to take out because of his death proofs. And there he goes. Very easy team to take out when there's a Hela involved, especially for the Axemen. You don't really want to put like a Hela multiple man on defense too much, because it does make them vulnerable to symbiotes and Axemen. Even Eternals, because of Icarus doing a double blast then. So that takes care of that Dark Hunter room. Getting those valuable credits. You see, we still have Axemen and Young Avengers left to go in the non-special rooms, just basic rooms. So I decided to go against the Young Avengers first. And being that we're down to just 2 rooms, it's time to use up the big teams. So I just bring out Darkhold. Unless you really have a very wide roster, I do not recommend putting Darkhold on defense. Save them for your offense. You never know when you'll need them. If you had the full Darkhold, that is. A lot of people don't, thanks to the fuck you pay me scheme of Agatha. Oh, going right after Kate Bishop, she's under trauma. And she is quite annoying. You can see the annoyance of Kate Bishop. Squirrel Girl is one who really makes the team go, but don't count out Echo either. Okay, Echo is gone thanks to Scarlet Witch. As soon as I get Echo built, I want to do a review of her. I think she has some use. In certain situations, that is. You see, we already got rid of Kate and Echo. I mean, Ms. Marvel's just dying off. Working on Squirrel Girl, who really makes the team go, too. And Chavez is just kind of there. Very easy match for Darkhold to win. Especially on a smaller Young Avengers like that. Once you get to the end like this, you can just unload, get as much efficiency as you can. And now this leaves us with the Axemen. And quite simply, I have my Eternals left over. And I also have New Warriors. So we're going to put Hoodie and Dildo in here as well. There's Dildo. Got to bring in Cersei, obviously. And I had to find my Hoodie. There he is. God forbid I use save squads. And Beast proves to be awfully annoying in this match. His constant generation and heals. I just kind of got stuck behind Bishop right off the bat. They go very hard in the death pool. But we do get rid of Bishop fairly quickly and start working on Beast. We got Hoodie putting all those nice debuffs out, but again, Beast going off again. Getting very annoying. Dildo taking out Iceman the first time, and then just Beast taking out. Deathpool going off. I love Deathpool as a character, and she gives that energy, but she's actually kind of squishy. And she does heal herself up, but still. Cost me some efficiency, so that's going to end Dogbert. As you can see, we got the full clear fairly easily. Giving us total score of 50,167 for Dogbert. Now let's go take a look at Catbert. So here we have Catbert. He has a much rougher Cosmic Crucible, punching up almost 50%. We're talking about like 7 million TCP difference here. On a 12 million account, that is quite huge. Actually, that's over 50%. You can tell it's early. I shouldn't be thinking. I have a very loaded defense to go against in Catbert, including an Infinity Watch. We have the Weapon X over there. Another X Factor team. So guess what? I get to use the symbiotes again. This is X Factor with Jubilee. Don't really see that much. Back when X Factor originally came out and Jubilee came out, you saw it sometimes. But I haven't seen it in a very long time. So this time I'm going after Longshot here. I really want to get rid of Longshot because he does give them that turn meter whenever they crit. So getting rid of him is a high priority instead of going after Multiple Man. And this is the Cosmic Catastrophe rooms and no Cosmic characters, so symbiotes are the best choice here. I guess something like this. Because they're all city. See, Multiple Man's already got his couple dupes out, but we were able to get rid of Longshot fairly quickly. Well, this is a big Multiple Man. You can see just how big his health point bar is. It makes his dupes quite big too. The only problem with the symbiotes, they don't have a whole lot of attack power nowadays, as compared to how much damage they do, compared to especially newer teams. And it really shows when you go against bigger characters like a big Multiple Man. As you can see, we're having problems just getting through him. Part of the reason also being Shatterstar is still up and giving barrier. So I see Polaris is about to take a turn, so we stun her and keep her from getting that turn. This also creates more dupes for us to go after. It kind of screwed up here by clicking Multiple Man. I should have used the ability block on Jubilee. But we're going after Jubilee now. Trying to just hit everybody, get some bleeds out. Continue to work on Jubilee. She's down in that red. And there goes Jubilee and a dupe. She's fueling that turn meter now. The dupes, big dupes are quite a problem. Trying to work on Shatterstar, get rid of that barrier. As you see, Multiple Man going off though, getting all those dupes out. We continue our work on Shatterstar. We are hitting dupes as well. Don't forget you have to knock them down below 30-35% to get Carnage. They give you speed bar. So Shatterstar is gone. Take taking some of those buffs off the primary multiple man. Get to kill the dupes around him. Just really fueling that speed bar. It's not going to be the quickest match, that's for sure. As you can see, where the clock is now under 2 minutes of this. That means we've been doing 3 minutes of trying to attack this team of symbiotes. But Axeman with Bishop would not be the greatest choice, because Bishop would just kind of be standing there. So finally having a stun to get around. If you stun multiple men, no more dupes, as long as he's stunned. So killing off dupes and just hitting multiple men. He has lots of debuffs. Let's steal those. And for buffs, get us going. And multiple man prime dies. Now we just need to clean up the dupes and end this match. There we go. Now don't forget, Catbert is a free-to-play account, so anything I do on here is quite, always feels like I'm stealing something away from people who pay money. So you can see that big Infinity Watch in room 2 with that Gear 16 Gamora. We have Black Order. Yeah, symbiotes with Scream at Gear 16 of all. So here I tried to take out the Infinity Watch. I bring on Morgan, the Eternals, Silver Surfer, last but not least, Doom. I think it would have been better off if instead of Silver Surfer I brought in Captain Sam to help protect Doom, as you'll see why. That is the team I used to use to beat the Infinity Watch. It was minus Morgan, of course. I'd use like Kestrel or something also. But Morgan in place of Kestrel would work better, because Doom gets ability blocked. So the first thing I do, I'm actually going after Nebula in this one. So giving the putting the heal block on her from Silver Surfer rather than use his ultimate. Using Icarus here just to clear off all those evades. He gets the double tap because of killing Nebula. Nebula has died once. And here goes Doom. So you're working on Nebula. Here goes that Gear 16 Gamora, doing a lot of damage. And there's the ability block on Doom. Had he not gotten ability block, I would have had, if I would have had Captain Sam, he would have been able to taunt before that. Putting up that taunt would keep Doom from getting the ability block, because Adam Warlock would have to go after him instead. So stunning Gamora to keep a turn away from her. Already lost Doom. He didn't do a whole lot because of that. You can see we're hitting Moondragon not for a whole lot. We do work on Moondragon, getting her out of there. Wanted to ability block Gamora. Don't know if that was the right choice. And she kills Silver Surfer anyway. She is Gear 16. Here goes Moondragon. They kill Morgan, leaving me with just the Eternals. I pretty much know I've lost this match, but I need to do as much damage as possible so I can make it an easier cleanup on the Infinity Watch later. So one thing, if you have to double tap an Infinity Watch, make sure you knock down Gamora and Adam Warlock's health bars, even by one. That'll keep the, and that also goes for Nebula. They will not get their res then. They need to be at full health when the match starts in order to get their res. See, things looking bleak here. I was trying to take out Phyla. got the blast from Icarus, but nobody died. We do take out Phyla. Gamora only dies her first time. And there goes Cersei, and that's pretty much ended it. So now I just wanted to make sure Gamora did not have full health. So I left Gamora and Adam. Had to clean that up. But I leave that for last, actually, because I want to make sure I get through the other rooms before I come back and do a cleanup team on that room. I was actually thinking about that, then I thought, wait, no, I need to kill the other rooms first, make sure I have enough power to get through those, and then try to get through that. So that loss, though, could have probably cost me the match. Now we have to go against a big Weapon X. 3 out of 5, Gear 16. I just bring in my favorite Infinity Watch for Room 6. Now the power on the bottom, don't forget, is still bugged. So in reality, they're much bigger than my Infinity Watch is. And they actually give me a pretty good run for my money, as you'll see here. So with Weapon X, I like to go after Omega Red first. But this is a Gear 16 Omega Red. I believe it was Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike are also Gear 16. Sabretooth, he puts out quite a bit of damage. So I'm going to clear off that stuff with Phyla. Don't forget that this really won't get anything off other than buffs. I wanted to slow Samurai down, but I didn't think about that. I forgot where I was. So back to Omega Red. So Omega Red getting his trauma off there onto Gamora. I was actually at the point where it was like, well, Gamora just die and get rid of those debuffs. Getting Omega Red stunned now helps a lot. So finally I want to hit somebody with the buffs so we can get the death proofs. Back to work on Omega Red. So once we get Omega Red down, things become a lot easier. You see, they finally kill Gamora, which is actually a benefit because now Gamora gets her full health and she gets rid of those debuffs. As we just have to get through Silver Samurai now, makes it a lot easier. You can see that Sabretooth doing a ton of damage. So we go right after Sabretooth. Try to heal up a little bit with Moondragon, not much there. Get that death proof off of Sabretooth. The ability evade's definitely coming in handy there. Sabretooth gone. Work on Wolverine. And he is gone. And now we just have to clean up Lady Deathstrike. But you see, Weapon X still giving the Infinity Watch a run for the money. Of course, they were quite big. Moving on now. Still have a Black Order symbiotes. Going up to the Black Order here, with what I have remaining on this account, the best choice for me was to go Secret Avengers. With Kestrel, of course, and Nick Fury in this one. This is the defense up flipping room. So it's kind of weird putting Black Order in here, because they do put defense ups on themselves, and they get flipped. It even does Nick Fury, but the flip doesn't happen until they take a turn. So originally we didn't want to go after the stun on Cole. Just wanted to kind of beat him up. I like to use the Captain Sam taunt first because all the retributions don't want to lose Captain Sam right away. But we can get rid of all those debuffs that they flipped with Maria. See Cole staying alive thanks to those death proofs. Black Order definitely not a joke inside a Cosmic Crucible. They have always been a great good team, it's just they got left behind. And now they're seeing a revival. I definitely want to work on them. Especially on Dogbert, where they really need some love. Catbert's Black Order is almost non-existent. But again, you got some Mystic gear you need for that with Thanos and Ebony Maw. Bio gear, though, with Cole, we lost Nick Fury, to be expected. At this point in Catbert, I've pretty much given up on winning, thanks to that Infinity Watch leave. And just want to get through the rooms now. Yes, winning is important, but clearing rooms is also very important too. I really wish they would run Cosmic Crucible like twice a week maybe, just because the amount of teal gear you can get with it. Plus it kind of sucks just having it on weekends. There you go, got right through Black Order. Let's get past this loading screen. So I still have the Defenders and the Symbiotes. Not Defenders, Heroes for Hire. Bleh. I don't know why people put Heroes for Hire on defense. They are just not good. And we just take them out with Weapon X, use up that Weapon X team. See, we're going right down there with Lady Deathstrike. Going into Shang-Chi real quick. Iron Fist dies already. Using Saber-Tooth's ultimate, want to hit as many people as possible. Colleen's gone. There goes Shang-Chi. Misty Knight actually got a turn. I mean, Heroes for Hire is just horrible defense in Cosmic Crucible. Outside of Shang-Chi is the only really good character for Cosmic Crucible. And there you can see how quick that was with Weapon X. So it leaves the symbiotes and the cleanup to do. Very interesting that Scream is the one that is Gear 16. You'd think it'd be like Symbiote Spider-Man or Anti-Venom here. So I just set up a Mystic team with new warriors. There's Dildo. I brought in Emma, help slow him down even more. Brought in Hoodie and Shang-Chi. This is the Defenders of Anatrum. I end up switching out Shang-Chi, figure I'd save him for the cleanup, and just bring in Shuri. Get some energy. In reality, Shuri is not the greatest choice because she does spawn with speed up, which gets flipped and causes a trauma on her. But she does give defense up as well to the entire team. Since Garnish is always the first to go, went and put the bleeds on him. Hoodie dropping on all his blinds. Wanted to put some damage on just Scream since she was about to take a turn. Get some bleeds on her. End up killing her and then Deathpool killing Carnage. So you can use that, clear off that heal block easily. Get rid of the evade off of Anti-Venom. You can just do that, end up killing them really quick. New warriors are a great counter to symbiote because they are so much quicker. You can really slow them down with Emma. You really give yourself the advantage in that team. So all that's left is to clean up the Gamora and Adam Warlock. This is the final battle. So I looked at this, it loaded up Axeman with Shang-Chi. And I thought, you know what, that's a pretty good team. Let's use that for a cleanup. Like, yep, that looks good. Go right off of Gamora, get that offense up on Bishop. Here comes Shang-Chi. Heal up a Beast Plus. Just hit everybody. Adam proved to be very tanky. Just when you thought Infinity Watch is dead, here comes Cosmic Crucible, bringing him back to life. And that's it. Cleaned them up. Picked up the rest of the credits. Call it a day in Catbert. Probably not going to take a loss here, but got 2 more rounds after this, so it's not that big of a deal. Catbert's had a pretty good winning streak. He's probably in yellow hell. 49,726 for Catbert. That's going to wrap it up for this day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this if you like it. Until next time, everybody.